everything that has to do with blaming someone is a trend. Yes, I'm privileged because I choose to be wanting to punish men for your own trauma. It's a really passive-aggressive way to deal with your own pain. If you're walking this earth right now, you freaking have something to offer. Like, I don't know who convinced you that you're powerless, who brainwashed you into thinking that no one else is forcing you to think that millionaires are evil. It is ridiculous. You are the reason you're poor. This is my first free flow episode in my YouTube channel, so welcome. And it's gonna be messy and it's gonna be weird. I was at the gym and I've been trying this new move where I balance myself in a weird way. I don't know what's that called technically, but I've been trying to do it since a week, and then today I finally did it, and I balanced myself for like 10 seconds or something. So I was like, yeah, I did it, and I remember the time when I tried the first time, 1 week ago, and I felt like, oh, I look so cringe trying to balance myself and failing like time after time, and now I can fucking do it. So today I was just thinking about like the concept of like being a beginner at something, like being like not so good, right? There's no master that has been born a master. People that are good at things, people that are good at what they do, people that are confident in who they are, they develop that confidence with time and with trust, like trusting themselves, trusting that there was the best option and that there was the right thing to do, and there was the thing that they wanted to do, so they followed it. And so I wanna get comfortable with this. I wanna get comfortable with this, and no matter what happens, like, I just feel that it's gonna be okay. I just feel that I'm literally living my best life. I feel that there's so much gold that awaits me. I feel this sense of refreshment, this sense of like freedom and abundance. And actually today I was thinking about this while I was in the car, while I was going to the gym. I was thinking, like, I feel so lucky, not because I have billions of dollars and that other people don't have, but because I have the attitude that some people don't. Like, no matter if I have 50 euros, $50 in my bank account, or if I have like 6,000, and I say 6,000 because that's the maximum I have, okay? But no matter how much I have, I always feel abundant. Like, this feeling within me remains the same. And I see so many people that literally have so much, and they just complain all the time. And I feel like if you are not fulfilled inside, or if you don't feel this sense of abundance and like gratitude about just being alive and being in this beautiful world and just experiencing nature, experiencing beauty, even experiencing our heartbreak, experiencing trauma, whatever, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. And so I was thinking, like, wow, like, I'm so lucky. Like, not everyone has this mindset and has this attitude. Not everyone can allow themselves to experience this. And so I was like, you know what? I might be the most beautiful, abundant, and sexy person in the world, okay? And no one can stop me. I don't care how it look like. Because when you feel that you are like that, you cannot even say things like, well, I'm not the richest person, but I am the richest person. Like, that word that I am not doesn't even come out. You know what I mean? It's not real. It's not real. It doesn't come out. It's not real. I just believe like there's so much abundance around, and no matter how much I try to sabotage myself, it always finds me. God damn it. God damn it. It always finds me. I just when I think about my life, I just feel like it's getting better and better. Better and better and better.
I'm better.
It's getting better. And another thing that I was thinking about. I'm happy to be myself because there is something in my spirit that does not tolerate bullshit. Like, there's something in my spirit that does not let me settle ever. And I've been in this place already a few times in my life when I'm like jobless. I'm jobless because I left my old job. And why I left my old job? Because I know and I feel that there's more for me, and I intend to say yes only to something that fills my spirit up and feels like a freaking orgasm. Like, if it feels weird, it feels like I have to force myself. If it feels like I have to do it, like, that's not my jam. And some people say, oh, you're so lucky that you can make this choice. Lucky? I am lucky because I can make this choice. Like, people that have literally, like, I'm talking people that have my age, that go to school like me. Like, what the hell does that mean? You're so lucky that you can make that choice. I made this choice because I didn't want to settle. I could have continued with what I've chosen before, but I'm not, and you can too. Like, it makes me so angry when people say, like something like, make me feel like I'm privileged. Well, yes, I'm privileged because I choose to be. Like, if you have two choices, one is being miserable and doing things that make you more miserable, like going to a job that you hate and stuff, and talking to people that you hate. Is it better to continue like that because of security? Or is it better to take an unknown path and not having a job for a while, and maybe it's like the hardest thing to do, you know, to not have that certainty. But at least you know that is out of the way. So now you can just wait and say yes when an opportunity that fits you well and fits you perfectly comes in your way. So I hate when people tell me that. Like, where does that come from? Like, you can do it too? Like, hello? Is someone forcing you to be with that person? Is someone forcing you to go to that job? And listen. I don't care what's your current situation. You can always make a change Like, I've been freaking homeless, and just with me wanting and desiring like a place and wherever friends, I got it. And I got it even pretty quickly, because I was like, I'm not gonna say yes to anything that doesn't feel like yes, that doesn't feel like this is meant to be. And yes, it sucks. It sucks. Like, it freaking sucks. I wake up every day and I don't know what to do. I don't know. But I know that this option is better than doing something that does not fulfill me. And I want to live with integrity. At least with myself. I want to feel good. I want to feel that at least I tried to make the right choice for myself. At least I want to have my own trust. Okay? And it might not work out, but at least I did what my heart wanted and needed to feel safe and to feel at home. So if someone else comes to me and tell me, oh, you're so privileged, oh, I'm gonna punch you in the face, bro. Shut up. Shut the up. Shut the up. And I understand, like, some people prefer to say you're privileged because they don't want to face the guilt of, like, knowing that they did not have the courage to make certain choices in their life. Because, like, if you want something, you will get it. Some people say, oh, I deserve the best. Oh, I deserve to be abandoned. Oh, I deserve this, I deserve that. But do you want it? Like, do you want it? Like, are you willing to go through the stuff that you have to go through to have it? Oh yeah, I want this, I want that, I want this. You want this, and then you tell people that have it that they are privileged? Like, that's just, like, that behavior, like, just pisses me off. I really hate it. I really hate it. I don't know if it's greed. Can we call it greed? Because, like, you have your own power, and you're coming to me and telling me, oh, that's so cool that you have some power. You have power too, bro. Wake up. Wake the up. No, it just pisses me off, sorry, but, like, certain behaviors just piss me off, like, and, like, this is like wealth. This is a masterclass about wealth right now, because I also saw this video. It really irritates me, of this young man saying, like, oh, I would like to, like, have a reality TV when millionaires work jobs, like, work minimum wages jobs, something like that. And I'm like, it really pisses me off. Like, some people are working to be millionaires, to have financial wealth, to have financial freedom, and what you're doing is like, imagine, like, what the hell is that? You could use your energy to help someone in the world. No, you're like, why do you have to? I'm sorry, it just pisses me off. Like, this kind of behavior, like, this kind of, oh, rich people are evil, like this guilt. It's really just like guilt of not making the choices that you want to make. And you don't want to be in that there in life. Like, if you follow me, if you're like in my field, you don't fucking want to be in that spot in your life. You don't want to be like 30 or 40 or 60 and then blame rich people for the things that you did not make, for the actions that you did not take, for the power that you did not tap in. Because one thing about being wealthy is really just tapping into your power, into your own gift, into your own ancestry, like, gifts. Like, every person has different gifts, and every culture has different gifts. That's why we should all come together, and we cannot come together if you're there typing on your phone and like blaming rich people for your own choices in life. This really pisses me off. It really pisses me off. At least a person that is like, oh, I wish I did that when I was young. Like, I wish I did that. At least they are honest, at least they come from a place of, honesty with their hearts. But people that just blame others just because they don't feel good about their life, like, it's just like ridiculous. It pisses me off. I'm gonna slap you in the face. Like, I swear, like, this is the energy that I don't know why it repels me. It repels me. Or like, now I just remember about another example. Like, when I was working in the strip club, like, another stripper said something like men shouldn't be in public places or something like that. And that also pisses me off, like, that behavior of hating men. I'm sorry, now I don't remember what exactly said, but it was really like wanting to punish men for your own trauma. What the hell is that? Like, what the hell is that? It pisses me off. It pisses me off. Oh my god. No, yeah, I feel like it's like, I don't know, it's just, I can't tolerate it, Like, comparing yourself to other people, it's already like, it's normal, most people do it, and I feel like society is kind of, pushing us to do it, even the algorithm and stuff like that. However, just because someone is pushing a certain narrative doesn't mean that you have to follow it. And I get it. It happens to me to compare to other people. It happens to me, I feel like, on a daily basis. On a daily basis, Like, sometimes in a positive way, sometimes in a not beneficial way. But anyways, what I was saying initially is that comparison, yeah, it's not good. And sometimes I compare myself, but also I am my own path, and I am my own gifts and my own challenges. And it's really, we cannot compare each other. Like, if you compare yourself to the millionaire, like, you're just willingly losing your power, because what you're saying to yourself is, it's unfair, I don't have anything to offer to the world, whatever. Anyways, but comparison is bad, but blame, like, that's ridiculous. It pisses me off. How many times did I say that it pisses me off? Too many times. Makes me so angry. I'm gonna punch in the face, bro. Shut up. It pisses me off. It pisses me fucking... I really hate it. Pisses me off, sorry, but like, pisses me off. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. It really pisses me off. I'm sorry. It just pisses me off. This really pisses me off. It really pisses me off. It pisses me off. I'm gonna slap you in the face. It pisses me off. It repels me. It repels me. It pisses me off. How many times did I say that it pisses me off? But it's true. Like, blaming someone for their success and thinking that you, like, where you're at in life is because of someone else. Man, it's hard to respect a person that is constantly dishonoring themselves. It's really hard for me. Like, so many people have forgotten that, like, what wealth is. And how important it is to stay connected to your heart, connected to yourself, connected to the gift that your ancestors are passing on to you, connected to the land. And some people do not care about their own gift, do not care about being connected with nature. And I'm not saying recycling, I'm saying connect to your root chakra, connect to yourself, connect to your voice, connect to, I don't freaking care how you want to call it. If you want to call it God, connect to that. And be yourself, like, honor your own gifts. And what I was saying is, some people do not do all of those things, and then they blame capitalism, and then they blame whatever, and they blame millionaires, and they blame people that have more, and they blame patriarchy, and they blame this, and they blame that. Like, honestly, how can I respect you if you don't respect yourself? If you do not own your gifts? Because if you are alive at this time on this earth, if you're walking this earth right now, you freaking have something to offer. And what you're doing, instead of offering it, instead of working on yourself, is posting on social media and blaming people that have built the life that they wanted. That is ridiculous, and they don't want to see this in the world. I see so much among, like, young people, and I freaking hate it. I hate it. Why there is this trend of literally blaming everything? Why? Honor yourself. Stop blaming others. Honor yourself. Honor Mother Earth. I'm literally like okay, I'm done with this rant because I need to let it out. Yeah, when I meet that energy, something happens in me, and I just need to, like, remind people, like hey, like I don't know who convinced you that you're powerless. I don't know who brainwashed you into thinking that you don't have anything to offer and you have to do this work and you have to behave like this and you blah, blah, blah. I do not care who convinced you that, and I'm sorry that you believe it, but hey, I mean, like, I have some self-respect. I have some self-respect. That's all I'm saying. And yeah, I'm very curious to see what my millionaire version of myself would react to those type of like energetics, to those type of like mental, emotional and spiritual manipulation that is going on right now in the mainstream. So the end of the future, please let us know how you handle it. How do you handle, do you even see people like that in your reality? And when you do, like, what do you do? It's not that you have to do something. Maybe it's like oh, you just think the same, but you cannot really change a person. You can only be an example for them. And I'm so sorry that these people did not have any example of empowered people that live in their purpose, that make money, that are happy, that are like mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally wealthy. I'm sorry that you did not have that people around you, or probably if you had it, you immediately like connect being wealthy with being and being evil. So even if you had people like that, you probably just projected all of your insecurities and guilt and you had onto them. But yeah, pisses me off. It pisses me off. Oh. I'm not sure if I'm done with this. um, So the main message for this video was remember who you are. Remember who you are, and never ever compare yourself, judge or blame another human being for their own path, for their own abundance. Like, that's just, we don't do it. And like, the scarcity mindset is in blaming. The scarcity mindset is in like seeing a person that has more than you, and instead of like admiring and even just asking this person like, hey, like, how did you do it, or like just figuring out your own way to that level of abundance, instead of doing that you're like blaming and projecting all of your trauma or all of your limiting beliefs, all of your scarcity onto them, you are part of the problem, bro. I mean, you are the reason you're poor. You are the reason you're poor. There's no one else forcing you to do that job. There's no one else forcing you to stay in a certain box. There's no one else that is forcing you to think that millionaires are evil or people with money are evil. Yes, someone might be pushing that narrative to keep you poor, but you are believing it. So it's your choice. It's your choice in the end of the day. At the end of the day. Okay, I'm sorry for that article. I don't remember, okay? I made a mistake. But yeah. Oh, yeah. yeah, so the main message was that be careful what you subscribe to. But make sure to subscribe to my channel because it helps me. It helps me live my dream job, which is being a free speaker and inspiring people and just being myself. So if you liked this rant, I know it's not really constructive, but you know what, sometimes I really need to let it out. So thank you. Sometimes I need to call out certain behaviors. And some people think that calling out is not love, but I totally disagree. Calling out is love. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you can blame me. Blame me in the comments. Blame me in the comments. Okay. It's getting weird. It's an interesting topic, the one that came out today. Like, I feel like part of my path is really like showing people, like helping people to be wealthy, or like showing people like what they're doing that stops what they're like, all of this behavior that just stop themselves to being wealthy. And I feel like, again, one of these things that people do, especially nowadays, like everything that has to do with blaming someone is a trend. And it's a really passive aggressive way to deal with your own pain. I understand, like, we have trauma around men. We have been in survival mode for a long time. We couldn't open a bank account until not so long ago. We have so much anger. Doesn't mean that we have to blame all men. Doesn't mean that we have to hate on our brothers.